I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Okay. I should go ahead and get this, right? I haven't found all the books. See, there's some books that I'm missing, and I just don't know where they are. Maybe I'm not meant to have them just yet. So now we have to find a way out of here without crossing any paths, basically. It's going to be very difficult. How do I get out of here without bumping into someone? Oh, I can't go this way. Friggin' fake doors. Alright, so guys, our mission here, we have found what I believe is the correct sword. Now, to get out of here without crossing any paths. I should have went up to Mortimer's study. That's what I should have done, and I didn't do it. I just didn't want to waste like too much time.
Sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with
Where
you?
did he come from?
Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question.
I don't want to
me
ruin this.
letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick.
I don't want to hit him. Why not? In the face. Oh, snap. Was that was the correct move to make there? Oh, I just hope I have the right one. See, I want to do so much more, but I feel as if I just won't have the time to. I think I should go upstairs here. I cannot. Oh, it's making me go a certain path. I see what you're doing now. Can't go that way either. Oh, man. Am I able to go back out into the garden, maybe? Yes.
I better get over to the wharf. No point in risking another confrontation. I better get over to the wharf.
It's gonna make me go. Oh, man. Okay, okay. It's gonna make me go this way. So the game's forcing me to go in a certain direction. Sorry, that book looked like it stood out for a second. I didn't know. Okay. It's gonna make me go in a certain direction here. This book has to mean something.
Brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna come across somebody here. Wait, what is that? Collector's coins. Okay. So this area is reset a little bit. I'm looking around. Ooh, a book. Or something. Nice. Okay, so Piaget is not here anymore. I'm looking around now. I know I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'm looking around now to see if there's anything. Is that Carmel? Yeah, it's still here. Cool. Oh, man. There's no way he's not going to interact with me, right? Do I want to talk to Godoy? Let's talk to Godoy. I missed an opportunity with him before.
Am I disturbing you?
God damn it, Dorische! Are you joking or what? You sell me pipe dreams about Mortimer's project, and a few hours later, one of your allies completely breaks down. Is this what Mortimer's side is all about?
Listen, I'm kind of in a rush. Enough is enough. Choose your side and then everyone will be happy.
What? What are you playing at, Durishe? It's too late! I've
Cop
come
one of
too
these
far
really
to back
quick.
out now! Good God! I swear there's nothing common about you, Durishe.
So everyone tells me.
Oh, while you're here, you wouldn't know who the last guest is, would you?
What do you
Last
mean?
guess.
I heard Sir Gregory speaking about it. A certain Al-Asif something or other.
Who? What?
Obviously not. It's not important, forget it.
No,
Oh,
hang on.
no.
It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. We'll find out soon enough. I'm in a hurry right now. I'm waiting for someone. See you later, Louis.
Shit. I haven't time either. See you later.
Well, that was information that we gathered. Al-Azif is here. Or whoever that is. I don't really know who that is, to be honest with you. Oh, cutscene. They're guarding every door.
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Oh, I don't like it already. Speak to Lord Mortimer. Can I look around first? Can I do that? I definitely want to look around first. See if there's anything around here to help me. Can't go that way. It's fine. Yeah, I can talk to one of the servants, maybe.
Excuse me, monsieur. Lord Mortimer is asking for you.
Dude, come on.
Excuse me, monsieur. We cannot let you pass.
He didn't have the information.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat. I wanted you...
Oh, no, your hand. Damn it, no.
So that's it. She's prepared to use you.
What do you mean?
It wasn't enough for her to lose her hand. She had to make you lose yours.
How did he know
too.
she lost her hand?
I cannot permit this to continue. Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
Say nothing.
You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons.
Say nothing.
She's right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Since when did the damn... Yeah.
You've been Mortimer for 600 years? How long have the demons been among mankind?
Oh, I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
Interesting.
If I follow you, you must have witnessed some of the greatest moments in history.
You could certainly say that, yes.
Ancient
Did
Egypt.
you know ancient Egypt?
Oh, yes, yes. We were gods on earth in those days.
What did men call you then?
Amenhotep IV.
The 10th pharaoh of the 18th dynasty?
Ooh, I see you're a connoisseur, Louis. Impressive.
The Greeks.
Did you know ancient Greece?
In many ways, yes. One day Pericles, the next Parmenides. Just the memory of the time I spent working on acoustics with Pythagoras. Well, it moves me quite deeply, to tell the truth.
Pericles. He's the one who brought Athens to its golden age, isn't he?
In a way,
Interesting.
yes.
He established democracy and then died during an epidemic. It wasn't so long after his 2 sons passed away. Isn't that right?
Excuse me, Louis. I would rather not relive any more of that, if you don't mind.
I want to go Crusades,
Did
but
you
I'm asking
experience
every
ancient
question
Rome?
here, guys.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry.
Luxury and decadence, Louis. My family did indeed reign supreme, But from this period, I retain only the works of my friend, Marcus Vitruvius Pollio.
You seem to be fascinated by Christ. You weren't him, were you?
Oh, no, not at all. He was my father, though. Strange as it seems.
I beg your pardon? Am I dreaming? Ugh, please tell me I'm dreaming.
We should have the chance to talk about all that again later, but yes, he was my father. All the mythology surrounding Jesus of Nazareth really stems from my father's prideful need to show himself among men.
Interesting.
I've noticed that you have a passion for the Crusades.
Among other things, yes. Mainly the third. It was during the siege of St. Joan of Arc that I took possession of Lord Mortimer.
And you've never changed skins or bodies since?
I have used other envelopes, but only to carry out very short tasks. Apart from that, indeed, I have been able to retain the identity of William Alexander Mortimer throughout the centuries.
Okay.
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1,000,000 of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir
8
Gregory is your
siblings.
brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family. But it is very difficult to know exactly how many of us there are because a large number of our kind remain hidden or never reveal themselves even to us.
I don't want to say he's the devil.
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
To what end?
What do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
Sorry, I had a hiccup there. I think I think conviction doesn't work on him, if I remember correctly. Immunity of science. Okay, I haven't tried conviction on him yet.
Of course you do. And you expect me to believe that, I suppose.
Immunity of conviction
Louis,
as well.
Demon is just a word. It all depends on what exists beneath the surface. I understand that this isn't easy. The culture of men is centered on the fact that demons are responsible for all the evils on Earth.
But if it's the same in every single culture, then maybe there might be something to it. Don't you think?
Certainly there is something to it. Control. Man has spent his existence wishing to believe in the supernatural and imposing his belief on others. What could be more convenient for manipulating the masses? A perfect, inaccessible being and a plethora of demons in every one. The perfect idea to relieve men of all responsibility while still finding them guilty.
Okay. Other questions? How can I believe
Why
you?
should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to, Louis. If you are still in doubt about the demons, I can assure you that won't last long.
Why tell
But
me all
why
this?
me?
Why do I tell you about the greatest secret ever revealed
Because he doesn't expect
to
me to
man?
live very long.
That's right.
I'm coming to that. Don't worry.
What has my mother got to do with all this?
She embarked on a crusade many years ago to kill all the demons.
That must have upset you. I imagine you retaliated.
No, I'm afraid she never forgave me.
Forgave what?
We met when she was still just a young woman. I appeared to her in a different form because I didn't want to reveal the identity of Lord Mortimer at that time. She was looking for someone interested in the occult to decipher an ancient book. We spent many years together until I revealed my true nature to her.
The old
Al-Azif.
book was Al-Azif, wasn't it?
Did she speak about it?
Not so long ago, yes.
Indeed, it was already Al-Azif. She wanted to unlock the secrets.
What are the demons' projects for humanity?
Our aim has long since been to protect humanity from itself. On the other hand, although we give them the impulse to succeed, we don't all agree as to the path they take to achieve it.
Okay. And what
How
exactly
would
is a
you
demon?
qualify your species scientifically?
Good question. What is your area of expertise?
I mean, we could really go... Let's go biology. Why not?
I would say biology.
So, I would class demons along with parasites.
The
Interesting.
comparison's not very flattering. You live inside a host and you feed on that host. Do you not?
A large number of parasites are essential to the survival of their bearer, you know. We do indeed choose a host. We enter inside them, and we evolve with them. But if you prefer a more philosophical approach, or a more poetical one, consider us as an idea. We are an idea that penetrates the human spirit. But in fact, in no way are we a danger for our hosts. Quite the contrary, we strengthen them.
I think that's... I don't want to call him the devil. That just seems like an accusation there. Let's
Continue.
pass.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
Okay.
If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything, the interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wanted to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy what reflection and pleasure you can.
But how do you agree on global policy?
Locally, we often have competing interests, and sometimes we start wars between men which are linked to our disagreements. Most of the time, our father steps in and gives directives, which my family follow to the letter. Indeed, in my opinion, it is high time we moved on.
What do you mean?
I mean that a new era must begin. The old monarchic regimes are outdated, and it's time to evolve.
Okay.
So, von Borchert, he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis, and with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with...
What, you mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of von Borchert. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
He's a prisoner at our headquarters in Paris.
All right.
Why did we tell him that? Why did we tell him
Did what
that?
happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, Sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
It was
So-
you who killed her.
The child was already condemned, Louis. My father would never have let her be. I had to pass inside her mind and, yes, make her take her own life. Trapped between the unyielding control of my father and your mother's terrible treatments, I wouldn't wish a life like that on anyone. Would you?
So neither my mother nor Peru were ever guilty. You just gave me the runaround with that whole investigation.
Now, don't take it the wrong way. I was obliged to keep up appearances so that Gregory wouldn't suspect me.
See, I'm
And
glad that I
it
didn't put
enabled me to
Peru out
size
there like
you
that,
up,
man.
Louis.
I made a good choice. I did not sacrifice Peru, and I'm happy for that. Because I was like, there's not enough evidence. I know everything leads to Peru, but it can't be Peru. It just seems too easy, you know?
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
I can see where you're going with this.
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
I don't know, man. They're so emotionless. I say no.
No, I don't think so. I'm just a man, and that's fine with me.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis.
Oh,
You too
jeez.
are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's absurd.
Have you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother
Oh,
can't have lied
man.
to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you,
What do you mean?
Louis. I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way,
Whoa.
Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Liar! Well, well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Go make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Ah, not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like.
I gotta see what his weaknesses are real quick. Peru. Vulnerability. Adequate in psychology. Got it.
In your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Jack, I've only just found out that I'm his son. You can't hold that against me.
You don't
Oh my
understand.
gosh.
You're already in his clutches.
Come
Everything
on.
was set up to bring you here and reveal the secret of your birth to you. Open your goddamn eyes. You've always been under his thumb. So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
And you, Jack, how does it make you feel?
It changes everything.
Why? How am I responsible for it?
I never said you were. You too are his victim, Louis. But it makes no difference to me. If I let you go, you will proliferate. I must stop all of you. And too bad for me if I have to die for it. You should never have come here. You're just like him, and you all deserve to die.
Louis, you ought to learn not to walk into danger. Fear not, I've blocked him. He can't move.
Oh
One
my
more
gosh.
second and he would have shot you. You wanted to save him during the conference, so it's up to you to decide his fate. Does he still deserve your mercy? Or have you had enough? I'll let you choose.
Oh, come on, man. I want to restart this so bad. So bad. I don't want to send him back to his room because I feel like if I send him back to his room, a servant will just kill him. Let's
Make
get him
him
off
leave.
the island.
Louis, do you realize that will mean one less vote at the conference?
I thought you said you'd let me choose.
Very well, Louis. He will be gone within the hour.
Let him go home to his daughter, man. I don't like how he said that. He said he will be gone within the hour. That doesn't mean he's going to leave the island alive. One second, guys.
Not too shaken
All right,
up.
sorry, I had to handle
You've
something really quick.
experienced many significant events since your arrival.
To tell you the truth, I don't get much time to ask myself those questions.
Quite right. Best not to react to all this too suddenly. Take some time to think about it all. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind.
Do I have a choice
Hear
here?
my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
But it'd be a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I just gave you the option of putting it into practice if you want. Moreover, it would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made.
I don't know how I
That's
feel
all
about
there
this
is to
game,
it.
man.
You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourselves will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy, and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later, if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Interesting.
You're right. I need to go now. See you later, Lord Mortimer.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
Okay.
It's not that I regret all these
man.
discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
I'm gonna look around really quick, make sure I'm not leaving anything. I wonder if I'm allowed to go upstairs now, actually. Or at least go into this guest room. Let's see. If I'm allowed to go into this room, I might pop in here. I am. Am I allowed to go upstairs now? I am not. So let's pop in here really quick. Because I really hope that they didn't kill Peru. I really do. I tried my best to save him, but I didn't want to just, you know, use all of my things.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Sick. Everything in there is gone. Okay, I can't go this way. Make sure there's nothing over here really quick. Cool. Can I go back out this way? Maybe? I can go back in here. I don't think there's a reason for me to go back in there, though. Ah, maybe there is, actually. Yeah, he's there. Ah, don't want to try to talk to him again. I might get the same prompts.
Duke Manuel?
Monsieur Bonaparte stood me up. Would you believe it?
Ah, the
Oh.
French.
So tell me, what can I do for you?
Same things here.
My mistake. Excuse me. I don't want to trouble you any further. I'll be going.
See you later.
Alright then. I think at this point we can just head out, right? First time going back out here. Let's take a look around. Whoa, I don't like how the ground sounds. Cannot go that way for... Oh, yeah, I can. Ah, beautiful. Some honey. Can't open that. Let me try the other side now.
An old Sesterce from Roman Gaul.
Cannot go that way. What is that?
Devil's Thorn. I'll
Nice.
Keep it.
I'm gonna look around here first before I click this. Okay. I don't know if she's gonna be that way. Oh. 1 second here. Wait.
Great. Honey.
Beautiful. How many honeys do I have now? 4? Okay. Alright, I'm assuming she got that. Another one. Use 2 of these. I feel like I'm gonna need as many points as I could possibly get here. Okay. I think we're good here now. This is gonna be a big moment in the game, I can tell already, because they're giving me a lot of items here. It's my first time coming back out here since the game started, actually. And I don't know. Oh man.
Emily, what are you doing here? You wouldn't have seen... Mother? No! No, what's happened? No, Mother! No!
She's ruined my life, Louis. I am sorry.
What were you thinking?
Emma meant everything to me. Your mother destroyed everything by shooting her. She was me, and I was her.
Wait, what? I want to figure out what that means. She was me and I was her.
Dear God, I beg you, make him kill me. I've had enough of it all. I no longer have the strength in me.
You're the one who killed Emma, not my mother.
And it wouldn't have happened if Sarah hadn't struck out at Emma first.
Okay.
I needed to talk to her. She was going to tell me everything.
I am sorry. I did what Emma would have done.
I don't want to kill her.
Get out of here. Why have you always lied to me? Why didn't you ever tell me I was his son?
I don't want to kill her. What could I have found? Yeah. I didn't arrive in time for her. Crap, man. Okay, well. Man, I feel like I'm getting worse and worse and worse at this game now, honestly. I feel like occultism's gonna be just where it is right now, honestly. I don't really want to go politics. I don't want to go manipulation either. Like, I guess just do politics then. Oh, that sucks so bad, man. It's the only book that we have left. Oh, man.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies.
Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
I don't know, man. I'll just say it's a good thing. The manipulation part isn't good. Let's say it's a curse.
Frankly, I feel like I'm cursed. I hope I'll be able to control this new skill, otherwise my life will be hell. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Oh, man. So, I took too long, and Mother is gone. Jeez. I don't want to quite answer the door immediately. If anything, do a quick look around the room, make sure that nothing here has like refreshed or replenished itself. Let's take a quick look back here. Don't see anything new. Still the same old note there. And why did it take him so long to tell me that, like, I'm his son? That's weird, too. Let's go for it. It's whatever.
Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
How long have we been
How
in
long
existence?
has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information from me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist, then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
Okay.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
Okay.
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
I want to try a
What do
bunch
you
of
mean
different
by
things against
brothers
this guy.
and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world,
So he's a logical
we
man.
retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
Okay. Are there other families?
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
Interesting.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be
Interesting.
devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
YOLO.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand, regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself, is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help, and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
I'll tell him that he's wrong.
Well, if our goal is to direct the future of humanity, it'd work out easier through a monarchic system rather than a democracy.
I see you're a quick learner. From now on, you know the fence that separates William from the rest of the family. If only he would stop steering the destinies of certain countries like France or the United States of America in such a dangerous direction. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Am I in danger?
Are you trying to warn me that I'm in danger?
That, Louis, will be up to you to choose. Most of all, make sure you don't pick the wrong side. William has had all the time he needs to think about this. You do not. I'm sorry to say this, but this first choice might well be of capital importance to your future. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
Okay. Interesting. Can I go back into my own room here? Can't go into Piaggi's room. I wonder if I'm able to go into Holmes's room now. Wait, I can go into George Washington's room. Sick, okay. Is he here? That is the question. Don't see Mr. Washington. That's what gets me, is why is there a picture of George Washington in George Washington's room? Like, I don't think, I didn't see him as being that type of person that's like full of himself. So nothing in George's room. Piaggi. Elizabeth's room. Why is Piaggi here?
I haven't the time.
Okay. I'm gonna leave you there to sit there and think about whatever the hell you're thinking about, honestly. I can go downstairs. So it seems like I have free reign of everything again now. George is there.
Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something.
Yeah. That's gone now. We already saw that.
A chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Volner.
We checked these books last time as well, too. They didn't really give us anything. The controls in this game are kind of wonky, guys. Oh. What the heck? Wait a second. That's new information.
Those are the maps that Lord Mortimer had on the wall in his room.
The maps that Lord Mortimer had on the walls in his room.
Those are the maps that Lord Mortimer had on the wall in his room.
So Vaughn knows about all of this stuff. And he's hiding it. Curious. Which I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I forget whose room this is. Oh. There's a chest up here. I think I opened it, right? I did. Don't see anything else up here in particular. Well then. Why is George there?
Louis, busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
That's the least you can say.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
I wish I could entertain you, but apart from recommending a few paintings, I don't know what to suggest.
That's very kind of you, but I'm quite sick of gazing at all those modern paintings. Thank you, all the same.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to share information with George. George was seen lurking in the shadows, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
Alright, servant guy. Peru. Please don't be dead in the room. Please don't be dead in the room. I really want to check on this guy. Okay, he's in his room.
Dear Monsieur... All right. I've retrieved everything.
Have everything out of there.
Leave me, de Richet. I want nothing more to do with you. I'll have left within the hour, and I wish never to see you again for the rest of my life.
Well, at least he's still alive. That I am proud of.
Dear friend.
I'm glad he's still alive. He's mad at me for figuring out that I have a dad. Yeah. Alright, well, let's leave him to himself then. Can't go in there. Let's go check on it.
Emily, can I come in?
No, it's not a good time. Not right now. Leave me alone.
I can tell
Insist.
from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
I'm going in anyway.
You've been drinking. Well, why aren't I surprised? Do you think you'll find the solution in alcohol?
Get out of here, Louis. I told you not to come in.
How far will your
First
anger go?
your sister, now my mother? How far will your anger go?
Do you really think I'm not suffering? You know nothing. You understand nothing.
On the contrary, everything that goes on in here is much bigger than you and me. You made your choices and now you're going to have to take responsibility for them. Look, I must tell you something important. Emily, listen to me.
I'm fed up with talking.
It's about what's happening here. It's about Mortimer and Holm.
I know they are demons.
That's not all.
Go on.
I'm one of them, Emily. I'm a demon too.
I know.
But how?
Sir Gregory stopped by to tell me. He wanted to bid me a welcome.
I don't understand.
Welcome to the family.
She's a demon too.
You? You're his daughter?
Mortimer's daughter, Louis.
That makes you my sister?
Yes. Just the thought of the night when I suggested that we... I feel so ashamed, Louis. And that means Emma is your sister too.
Shit. I spent the night with my own sister?
I was attracted to you from the moment we first spoke on the boat. Now I understand why. Do you realize what that means? I'm a monster.
Look, we committed an error. I'm not saying I'm attracted to.
We made a mistake, damn it.
Oh, that feeling. It hurts all of a sudden.
She's there. I can feel her inside me. She's trying to read my thoughts. Emily, don't do that. Get out of my mind, please. Let me remind you that it's forbidden between demons.
Sorry, Louis. I didn't want to.
I have a sister.
It's very strange for me too. A sister for a brother.
Yes.
Yes. I must get some rest. I must ask you to leave me now.
All right, but don't finish
Bro,
that
what in
thought.
the Alabama
Don't
demons
start
just
now.
happened? That's
I
wild.
would like to get some sleep.
I'll be leaving you then. Thank you, Emily.
Emily got cakes though, I'm not gonna lie. Well, that was a interesting revelation there.
Dear E.
So Home told her what was going on. Emily's asleep. Anything new? Search.
A devil's thorn.
Nice.
Used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Alright, for our clickbait users. There you go. Some cakes for you. Alright, cool. Moving on. Can I go out here? Cannot. Okay, so it wouldn't have let me in anyway. I had to basically enter in through here. I'm glad I did though. So now I know that she's my sister. And oh man. I wonder if we're all related then. Godoy. Now we're back to my room, right? And we got Piaggi's room. This must be Holmes' room. This room right there, that must be Holmes' room. Because there's no other room. Yeah, Inspector Washington's there. So that must be Holmes' room. Okay, well, let us keep making our way. We're gonna go up to see Mortimer now in his study. Hopefully we figure out what this 4-digit code thing is, because I really want to figure that out. Honestly, I really, really do. That's the way to the tower. This is the way to Mortimer's right up here. So let's go up here. I really want to figure this out.
Which 4-letter word could open this chest?
I have no idea what it could be. Thought I saw something. Inventory's full. I thought I saw something on the shelf over there. I just wasn't sure. Alright, so that means that there's probably some other stuff here that's been restocked as well too. I just gotta find it. Unless that's been up on the shelf this entire time and I just missed it this whole time. Why do I feel like that solution to this lock over here is gonna be way simpler than I think it actually is. It's probably like something that's like written on a statue or something, and I'm just not able to figure it out. Wait, what if it's Zeus? I didn't even try that one.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Let's see. Zeus? Is that something I'm able to spell here? Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Dude, I've been trying to figure this out for like days. Oh my gosh. Well, now we got it. Cool.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You have made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well, I guess I'll never know now.
True. Even so, there is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What? But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say.
Man, I feel overwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie.
Confused about everything? I have to admit, it's been a lot to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
I'm going to pause really quick, guys, because I have to check my YouTube channel really, really quickly. I'll be right back. Okay, let's continue right where we left off. Man, do I want to even attempt to read this guy's mind right now? These are some tough calls to make here, man. Let's go with etiquette.
I think he's worried about you.
Worried? Marvelous. That's just like him. You know, in a family like ours, we all have a role to play. And his is to worry about everyone else. Let me reassure you, there's no reason for him to worry about me.
And what is your role?
And what's your role in this family?
Mine? Oh, I think they probably feel I'm the eternal naysayer, I suppose. I think one mustn't be afraid of change, and that it is healthy to challenge oneself at regular intervals. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
He wants to give men a free choice.
You really are trying to liberate men.
Of course not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce. What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives as they really are, without any moral judgment.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about.
Okay. I might as well hit
And
this
what
one
would
too.
you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education to the system. We could guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see?
Yeah.
Today we are wasting too much time. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them.
I feel like he's
If we give
chaos,
men
low-key.
the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence, but humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are. I understand your goal, but the change you propose is not really a significant one. It is merely more smoke and mirrors.
You must understand that we directly depend on men. Consequently, we have to do our utmost to help them progress and to prevent them from killing each other.
I mean, that's very fair.
And you think that's been a success? Humanity? It's almost always at war. And it's been this way forever.
Look, I'm not saying that the task is easy. We've all had failures. And at times, we have even suffered from conflicts on our own side. I'm doing my best to improve the situation. Our family clings to its privileges and to the past. And that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
No, we're good.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
How do you do it?
It's an animal resonance. How it works is still a bit unclear even to us.
Like a wave or a sound?
That seems the most likely, yes. In my opinion, Demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequency to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. The servants dressed in black. I infiltrated them. I opened a channel between them and me, and then I deprived them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn them against me.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I don't have another choice.
I
It's just
deduce
I
that
do
you're
it or not.
impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaggi to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis. Up till now, the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes.
There
Very
we go.
well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes, you're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche.
I want to ask how.
Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go.
I could tell Piaggi to
You
leave.
have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Interesting. I just want to do like another little quick look around. I'm so mad that that puzzle was so easy, man. Like, I was sitting here this whole time trying to figure out, okay, 4-letter code thing, what could it be? And it's right there. I was like, it's gotta be Zeus, right? So I'm assuming that, jeez, it's terrible. Okay, do I want to go talk to Piaggi right now? I guess I should. He wasn't in his room, so he says go to Piaggi's room. I'll go to Piaggi's room then. Whatever. I wonder if Peru's still here. Just curious. Yep, he's still here. Maybe he'll want to talk to me now. Let's give it a shot. Nope. Man does not want to interact with me at all. At least we didn't take his life. That's my main thing. I didn't want him to die. Especially after hearing about his daughter and everything. Like, I couldn't do that to him. There's still a couple books that I haven't found as well. Cannot go into Dutch's room anymore. Skadoy's room. The fact that he's telling me to do this to Piaggi makes me feel like Piaggi isn't a demon then. Unless it's a trick and he wants me to trigger a demon. George is probably a demon, though, if I had to guess. Sorry, man. My mouse is dying on me actively. I've been playing this game for about going on 4 hours now, honestly. This game is very, very long. There's a lot of running through corridors and stuff. Hopefully the next game I play will not be like this. I love these murder mystery type games, but this one's been a lot.
Ah, well, Louis, what brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first. It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate. I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence. Do you
do
believe
it.
in demons?
What are you talking about, Louis? Where is he going with this?
I can feel something. Demons, Your Eminence.
I am a cardinal. Of course I believe in evil. What on earth is the matter with him? Is he losing his mind?
All right, hang in there, Louis. Don't lose him. Rest assured, Your Eminence, I'm fine.
But it's impossible.
Rest assured, Your Eminence. I am fine.
Someone else is there.
I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me.
Right. Well, it's time I got started.
Oh,
Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
What the heck? EHHBCF. TJ HJFJ. I don't get what that means.
Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
Discredit
It even
both?
appears that Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory both have access to obscure, superior forces to help them reach their ends. I think the Papal States, for the sake of their own preservation, ought to condemn this practice of conferences in the future.
I don't know what I just did there. With my motto on it. Use a stamp with my motto on it. See, I can't exit after this right now. So I only get one opportunity.
In one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it.
Do I know this?
Must be in Latin. And I remember that. Flore in Domo Domini.
What's this one?
Piaggi once gave me a sealed letter. It had the same seal on it. I remember now.
Wait a second.
On it is written, Flore in Domo Domini. Latin, it blooms in the house of God. This seal is different to the one Piaggi used for the letter he gave me. Yes, I'm certain of it.
Okay. It might be the middle one then. Let's try the one on the left.
A circle with a cross inside.
Nothing there. Let's use this one. I don't know what this means. GJ, GH, FJ. EH, EHB, CF. I don't know.
There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Okay. I don't get how this works at all. Dude, what? Okay, so I do not get this. See, it says the J and the 3 link here. What? Oh man, my brain meets, man. I do not have the brain power for this. I really do not. I'm trying to make sense of this. Think about the logic of the code. Let me try this first.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
Please think.
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
The day is not translated. Okay. So the day has nothing to do with this. So the 31 has nothing to do with this. What the heck?
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
So the date doesn't matter. So 24 means nothing. But the 01... If I go off of just the date not mattering, it should be EHHBCF. Oh man.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
I hope it's this easy. I really do.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
HBCF.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today is the 24/01/1793.
That's it. Finish the letter. If the date doesn't matter, then it's just the year.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
Oh, jeez. What are the chances of him... Oh, wait. This would be a good test.
The old goat is going to drop us. It's a lousy turncoat. Oh, he'd better not tell me he just fell asleep.
Okay. Well, let's not tell him we just fell asleep then. Let's go to cultism.
Just calm down, calm down. Louis came to see me because he claimed he was hearing voices. We've just finished an exorcism session.
An exorcism? Are you having me on? I can't see any exorcism instruments.
That's because I've just put them away.
I don't know what you're up to, Piaggi. But I do know you're trying to pull one over on me.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is. And there he stays. It's a perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him. Can you keep a secret?
I'd rather not know.
No, I don't think I'd like to know about anything that would justify such an act.
I don't know what's wrong with you, but you really must pull yourself together. The conference will soon be on us, and I don't need you falling to pieces now.
Don't worry, I shall be there.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending
Come
me
on,
now.
man.
What are you talking about?
I've only got 48
course not.
seconds.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
Committing a crime in my room is out of the question. Think, it will all be on our heads. No doubt about it. I refuse to run the risk.
Good job.
Right.
Monsieur von
Good job.
Braun, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
You must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it. He is capable of reporting me to Sir Gregory. I'm really risking my neck here.
You can't attack him without running the risk of jeopardizing the conference.
Even though Sir Gregory has the edge?
No, Gregory will never forgive you.
Very well, Piaggi.
There we
you
go.
win.
I refuse to let you do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body.
How do we do that?
Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
He's gonna read my mind. I know he is, because I did not do what he wanted me to do. Okay, let's just make our way to the red salon. I wanted to go in these rooms, a little bit more to kind of like check them out, see what's in there, what's not in there, but I think we're just gonna make it to the red salon now. Let's make our way there. Oh, this is the wrong way. We have to keep going. I should have gone the other direction and I didn't. My bad. Oh wait, maybe this is the right way. Oh, never mind. I thought this was the wrong way. Never mind. Is this the red salon? No, this is the like study room area. Thought I saw some honey over there, but I did not. I'm just looking around really quickly, seeing what else I could possibly find. Looks like there's not much. Okay. The whole read the mind thing is pretty crazy, actually. It's pretty cool, though. Is this the area? The dining room. Yeah, this is the area. So I feel as if Mortimer's not one of them as well, too.
So, Louis,
Not Mortimer,
what was your
the other guy
first
that I just
time
talked to.
like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
Almost
Well,
threw up.
honestly, my stomach was just turning in circles.
That reminds me of my first time. Ooh, but you did it. Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him, too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
Say nothing.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity, through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes, for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated, and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
I kind of want to do this. Do it.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you? You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn?
Oh, they're fighting for real, for real. He drank this man's tea.
It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
Politics, why not?
When you speak of the right order, I can't help hearing your order.
Louis, wouldn't you think that by now we've acquired a certain experience? Don't you think that we are the best place to know what the right order should be by now?
I mostly understand that even with the best of intentions, this kind of talk could well be misinterpreted. Every powerful man has had to speak in this way at some stage. That doesn't mean that they were right or that they achieved great things. Take the kings of France, for example. They weren't all good monarchs.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary.
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force.
Oh,
Consequently,
man.
my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
There you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now.
What?
If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I'd better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human?
I think I'm a man here.
I was born a man. I grew up as such. Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference. I refuse to let them manipulate humanity the way they do. They're gonna ask me to choose between them. I'll just have to go with the lesser evil of the two. But they better not count on me to keep my word. I'll bring them all down.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
I feel like I should stay with Mortimer, honestly. I hate to say that, but I feel as if Mortimer is the more solid choice here.
I shall follow my father, Sir Gregory.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on him.
That said, if he turns his back on me, I won't be slow in sticking a dagger between his shoulder blades.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
All right.
Come, follow me. It's time for us to get ready.
This is a long chapter, guys. This is a very long chapter.
Do you really think we have a chance of winning?
A chance? You don't know me very well, Louis. We are going to win.
But it only takes one person to vote against us, and we'll have lost.
That's true. That's why none of them will. Why? Because I have an asset that they do not.
Which is?
You. My friends, prepare yourselves. The conference is about to resume. The time has come to lay down all our cards.
This is gonna be tricky. What did I not do? Oh, I did everything. No alternate paths here. Okay, well, this is a good chapter then for us, guys, I think. Okay, so this is episode 4, 13, the first time. We got demon powers now. Wow. I have 7 points available. That's a lot of points. Let's go ahead and drop these in before I end the episode. I think we should go with what's been something that we've been lacking here. I don't think I'm gonna need subterfuge, at least not right now. Occultism might come in handy here, honestly. Etiquette, I want to get to level 2. I might as well. Everything else is level 2. I feel like, should I just go ahead and get questioning to level 3? Yeah, it's locked to level 3 now. Just so we have that at least. And then I don't want this, but I'll get it because I just want to have everything as even as. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go with diversion instead. Okay, we're gonna end the episode there, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, that's actually the credits rolling there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Kovu, and I'll see you guys for the final part, I think, of this, or the final chapter of this game. I don't know how long it's gonna be. This game so far has been very, very long. I thank you guys for being patient with me and for really sticking through this series with me. I didn't think it was going to be this long. I didn't think it was going to be what it ended up being, but I did commit myself to finishing a full playthrough. This will be the last chapter. This will be episode 5. I think there's like 4 or 5 parts to this episode, but hopefully they're very, very short. Until then, my name is Kovu. Man, my brain's shutting off. I'm sorry. Again, I've been playing this game for like 2.5, 3 hours. My name is Kovu. I like to play games. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.